In this video, we're gonna fully recap one of the most iconic and funniest SpongeBob episodes of all time, Chocolate with Nuts.
Did you say chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
This one is a classic that people never get tired of, and it's packed with moments that are both silly and unforgettable. The story starts with SpongeBob waiting at his mailbox for the mail. He actually hides inside the mailbox, and when the poor mailman comes to deliver the letters, SpongeBob pops out and scares him. Patrick shows up soon after, and while SpongeBob are going through the mail, he finds a magazine all about entrepreneurs and how to become rich by selling things. The magazine actually belongs to Squidward, but SpongeBob doesn't care, he's inspired. He tells Patrick they should become entrepreneurs too. That's when Patrick suggests they sell chocolate bars. SpongeBob loves the idea, and just like that, they're in business. Their very first customer ends up being one of the most famous parts of the episode. They knock on a door, politely try to sell chocolate, and the guy who answers suddenly goes wild. The second he hears the word chocolate, he screams it at the top of his lungs and starts chasing SpongeBob and Patrick down the street. This chocolate guy becomes a running gag for the rest of the episode, popping up again and again as he continues to chase them. After barely escaping him, they try their luck with a second customer. But instead of buying chocolate, this man tricks them into spending their own money. He sells them bags to carry their chocolate. SpongeBob and Patrick, being as gullible as ever, buy them. The scam doesn't stop there though. When they run into the same guy again, he sells them more bags. They fall for it a second time, wasting even more money and still not selling a single chocolate bar. Things finally seem to go well when they meet a woman who actually does want to buy chocolate. But here's the problem, because they've bought so many bags and stacked them inside each other, they can't even reach their chocolate. SpongeBob keeps opening bag after bag, and by the time he's done, the lady has lost all patience and slams the door. Once again, no sale. After this, SpongeBob realizes they need to change their approach. He tells Patrick they should be extra nice to their customers. But of course, Patrick takes it way too far. The first person they try it on gets an uncomfortable "I love you" from Patrick, which totally weirds the guy out.
Hello?
I love you.
Instead of buying chocolate, he offers to sell them embarrassing photos of himself when he was heavier. And unbelievably, Patrick buys 10 of them. At this point, SpongeBob and Patrick are spending way more money than they're making. Right after that, they try another customer, hoping to finally get a sale. But Patrick once again makes things awkward. His over-the-top behavior ruins their pitch, and the customer shuts the door on them. Another chance wasted, and still no chocolate sold. Still without a single sale, SpongeBob comes up with another new plan. If being nice doesn't work, maybe they can stretch the truth a little. So they start lying to customers to make chocolate sound more amazing. Their first target is an old woman and her extremely ancient mother. They promise that if she rubs chocolate on her skin, she'll live forever. That ridiculous pitch actually works. They ended up buying the chocolate. Finally, SpongeBob and Patrick have their first real sale. After that, they get bolder and start using bigger lies to sell chocolate. They even try a new tactic, acting sad so customers feel sorry for them. But once again, it backfires. The man they try this on turns out to be worse off than they are.
Down gently.
And instead of them selling him chocolate, he ends up selling to them. And yes, it's the same scammer from earlier. He makes money off them for the third time in the episode. By now, they're frustrated. They've been scammed, rejected, and humiliated, and it feels like their business is going nowhere. Just when it seems hopeless, the screaming chocolate guy finally catches up to them. SpongeBob and Patrick panic, but it turns out he's not dangerous at all. He's just obsessed with chocolate. He ends up buying every single bar they have. Just like that, SpongeBob and Patrick become rich. At the end of the episode, they celebrate their success by renting out a fancy restaurant. Squidward shows up, ready for his own classy night out, but he can't get in because SpongeBob and Patrick have reserved the entire place. To make it even funnier, SpongeBob and Patrick are dining with none other than the old woman and her ancient mother, who can barely hear a thing. This episode is pure comedy gold. Every detail adds to the humor, and that's why it's still considered one of the best episodes the show has ever made.